Okay, this is what you're going to need to make this box of macaroni and cheese. Now I've got the spirals here, but it doesn't matter. Yours is going to be the same way it cooks. So take this box. This is what you're going to need to do it. You're going to need a strainer to strain it after the pasta's done. You're going to need a pot. Yeah, I know my stove's dirty. It's okay. But you're going to need a pot about this size. Doesn't have to be made by KitchenAid. But you need a pot this size. If it's non-stick like this, use a plastic spoon, but something with holes in it so you can, so that the water can pass through. Okay? And then the only other thing you're going to need is margarine. If you have Country Crock, shed spread Country Crock, get it. If they don't have in Thailand, then try to get margarine. It has to be margarine though. Don't use natural butter if you can help it. This is a vegetable oil spread. Looks like that. And you're going to end up taking out a scoop, and I'll show you when we go to do it how much you're going to use. Okay? So don't follow instruction on here. Don't follow this. We know how to make it better. We've been making this forever. Make it taste better with margarine. Don't use milk or anything like that. Okay, now I've put the water on. Just fill your pan like that. You don't have to go by the 6 cups and all that. Just put a lot of water in there, enough to submerge and cook the pasta. Now inside the box, what you're going to find is this packet. And this is the cheese mix. Take this packet, flip it like this. See? When you flip it like this, you knock all the powder down to here. So then when you rip the top open, like that, you can open it up a little bit. Helps you pour it a little easier. Inside you see the cheese. Golden powdered cheese. Mmm. I don't know which way is better for you to see it. Anyway, it's golden powder of the cheese. And then in the box is pasta. Now this pasta is spirals. Yours is elbows, the one I'm sending you. But all you do is once this water's done and boiling, you take the pasta and you dump it in. Just dump it into the thing. And I'll show you that as we do it. Okay, now it's boiling, as you can see. Now at this point you can shake a little bit of salt into it if you want to keep the pasta from sticking, but I don't really need it. I'm too good at this. So just take the pasta, dump the pasta in, take your spoon immediately and stir it. Kind of shake it around in there, break up all the pasta so it doesn't stick. Get a little stir going to it, a little whirlpool. Make sure you don't get any pasta stuck on here when you take it out. And then let this boil. You're going to keep stirring it here and there every couple minutes. Don't let it stick. Don't turn it to mush either. You kind of got to stand here. You can't walk away. Stand here and keep an eye on it. And just, every 30 seconds or so, give it a stir. And then to check the pasta, you can pull it out like this. Pull off one piece, blow on it, cool it off, whatever, and try it. When the pasta's nice and soft, you're ready to eat it. And then I'll show you what to do then. Another thing I forgot to tell you is reduce your heat from high to medium, and just make sure it still boils a little bit. But if it starts to build white froth and get ready to overflow, then lower the heat a little bit more until you get it to where it doesn't. But you want to keep it almost boiling. And like I said, when you're ready and you think it might be done, grab a little bit of pasta like this, blow on it, take one little piece like that and try it. And I believe this one is ready. So now you strain your pasta into your sink. See? Don't run water on it. Just strain it. Don't run any water. Okay, now while your thing's strained, put your thing back on high, your burner. Put your pot back, put about this much butter. Yeah, this much of that butter into there. And then melt it. And break up the butter inside the pan while you do it. Like so. And by breaking up the butter, it'll melt faster. I'm sure you already know that. So, yeah, we'll break up this butter. I'll get it melted. So we'll end up with a little bit of butter like that in there. It's a good amount. Then we will add our pasta. So once we got our butter going, then we'll shut the heat off. We'll take our pasta and put our pasta back into that simmering butter. Do this quickly. We don't want to cook the butter off. Stir the butter around in the pasta real well. Mix it really good so that all your pasta and butter is all mixed. That way every inch of pasta, and pull down any that gets stuck up high. That way every bit of pasta gets butter on it. Then we'll take our cheese. We'll pour our cheese powder in, like so. Then mix. And it'll mix. It takes a little bit, but just keep stirring it. Keep stirring, and you'll mix. Now the one thing you can do is if you messed up and you didn't use enough butter or enough margarine, you can go back and add a little tiny dab of milk. But if you add milk, I'm going to warn you now, to add milk, use the cap of the milk jug and just one cap at a time, very slowly to add, because you can over add milk very, very easy to this, but you shouldn't have to use milk at all. You should be able to do this with just butter, like that. That's the best way, because you get the thickest, best taste. Now remember, remove this from the burner, from the heat. Now that you've mixed it up and it's all nice and cheesy, like that, everything, there's no chunks of cheese, it's all one consistency. Now move it off of the burner, and you're ready to serve. And there you go, voila. Macaroni and cheese, the way an American makes it. Ready to eat just like it is. Now you can always add mushrooms to this. You can always add meat to this. I recommend your first time trying it without anything and then see what you like. Some people actually put ketchup on this and mix ketchup into it, and they really like the way the flavor acts. But this is a basic macaroni and cheese, and you'll really like it. It's a great lunchtime food. It's fattening, but it's really good. You'll like it. And that's it. Oh, by the way, I eat an entire box by myself for lunch. That's and I can eat 2 or 3 actually.